Hey everyone and welcome back. So doing a pickups video, actually long overdue pickups video, because actually the last one I posted was one I'd actually pre-recorded almost 2 weeks prior. As I mentioned in some of the comments before, I had actually kind of a rough spell, was actually not feeling good for about a week or so, and then I started feeling better, and then all of a sudden, I got hit, really hard, about, a week and a half ago with, massive, I almost got a migraine one day, and then just, really massive headaches on a couple other days. Happens a lot when the seasons change. I'm just very sensitive to certain changes in the atmosphere and everything, especially during the times when the seasons change. So about 3 times a year, it's about a 2-week period or so. Sometimes a little longer where it's I can get some bad headaches and it's But finally doing a lot better. So actually, this is actually a much long overdue pickups video because some of this stuff actually came in a bit ago. And some of it literally just came in just a couple minutes ago. So perfect timing. So let's just dive right into it. So speaking of something that just came in, I did get some soundtracks recently. This one literally just came in today, and that is from La La Land Records, and it is the new soundtrack release of Top Secret. There's the front of the CD, and there's the back. It's a 2-disc set, as you can see there. And just real quick, so a nice booklet, and then obviously the 2 discs. And Top Secret is a hilarious comedy if you've never seen it. It's from the same guys who did Airplane and Naked Gun. Stars Val Kilmer, and it's kind of I think it's one of their films that didn't actually do well upon release, but I know a lot of people have discovered it over the years, me included, and it's just, I absolutely love it. Highly recommend it if you've never seen it. It's hilarious. And the score is really good, but actually what also sold me on this release is that it comes with the songs from the film, which are just so funny, and I was really happy that they included it. And actually I got another CD from La La Land Records as well, and that is one I really love, and it is the complete score to Videodrome by Howard Shore. And there's the front of the case, and there is the back, and just real quick, there is the disc inside. Now there was a original soundtrack release a long time ago. I have the CD of it, and it's 7 tracks. It's doesn't have all the music on it, so this is actually the complete score, which I'm really happy about. It sounds great, and what I love about it too is some of Howard Shore's early scores that he did with David Cronenberg. Of course, they're all synthesizer, and because I love synthesizer scores, not just because I love the sound of synthesizers, which I do, but also the fact that there's something almost a little bit more personal to them because the composer is also literally, playing the music, and that's what you're hearing. So, you don't, as much as I love orchestral scores, there is kind of something different about knowing that you're listening literally to the composer hitting the keys on the keyboard. Anyway, fantastic release, highly recommend it. And let's see, so I got a couple movies here. We're going to get to those in just a moment. But I did get in actually a couple shirts from Gutter Garbs. So Gutter Garbs had a sale, so I got 2 of these on sale, and then one of these is a pre-order. I haven't even opened them yet, so let's just open them real quick. This one especially, I think, was super cheap, which I'm kind of surprised during their sale. And it's this great Return of the Living Dead shirt, which is very simple. As you can see there, the back from the grave and ready to party, which is the tagline on the poster. I don't, maybe because it is so simple, maybe that's why people weren't snatching it up. Maybe that's why it's so cheap during the sale. I love it. I absolutely loved it. Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I was like, well, I'm definitely grabbing that. Then the other one I got during the sale, as I'm opening the wrong end, is this shirt for, folded here, Return to Horror High, with that great image. Which, so you can see there, see the VHS down in the corner. This is the VHS cover cover for the film, which I actually prefer to the one sheet. One sheet is okay, but this image specifically, I think because when I was a kid, this is obviously what I grew up with, seeing at the video store. And when I saw that this was an option that they had for shirts, and it was on sale, I was like, well, I'm definitely grabbing that. And then finally a pre-order, one of their timed ones, which I'm so happy to get, because I sort of realized, which is weird, of all the shirts I have, ironically, I have one, I think, but I don't have any Freddy shirts. So I got this fantastic Nightmare 3 shirt from them, which is just so awesome. Absolutely love this. There's also fitting, because obviously my Freddy bust is sort of modeled after Nightmare 3, which is, let's see if we can sort of pan over a bit. There he is back there. You can kind of see. Don't mind the mess. I'm still cleaning the room. There's Freddy back there. He's not going to stay there, though. He's actually going to move to another area in the room. That's a subject for another video. But anyway, I actually did not have a Freddy. I have one Freddy shirt. And honestly, it's a bootleg. I got it like years ago. And not even a good bootleg. I think after a couple watches, like the image is practically gone. You know, it's like a... But I love Gutter Garbs shirts, and like so happy to get these, and absolutely loving this Freddy one. Wish I had it when I got the Freddy bust, because I definitely would have worn it for the video. All right, so now let's get to the movies. Let's see, 2 of these actually just got in today, so one of them I'm actually going to save for last, and it'll make sense why I'm saving it for last. But the first one is the new Vestron release of Dream a Little Dream, and there's the front of the slipcover, and there's the side with the title. Look at the top, there's Corey Feldman on one side, and on the other side it's Corey Haim. And there's the back real quick, and the inside just has their... I actually really like their new cover. I mean, like the original poster I think was just like the 2 Coreys, and it was like, it doesn't really, you know, sell the movie too much, but I actually really like this new artwork they did for it. So glad to have the next one in the Vestron line. Let me get to those 2 in a moment. First up, which I did just do a review of, and that is the new Scream Factory release of The Sword and the Sorcerer, their new 4K release. And there's the front of the slipcover, and there is the back. And I did just do a review of this, so if you haven't seen it, please do go check it out. So the next 2 are the same movie, but you know, I admit I wanted both releases, and that is the 2 releases of Phenomena, Dario Argento film. Obviously, there's the Arrow release, which is this one here, and the Synapse release. The Arrow release is UK only, and the Synapse release is US only. But I believe technically they're almost identical in many ways. I think maybe some of the extras are a little bit different, but I think overall, like, I think the transfers, I believe, are the same. I'll have to confirm that. But this is actually one of my favorite Dario Argento films. It's kind of why I sort of wanted both releases. And it's funny because I'd actually forgotten about this. I usually credit Suspiria with sort of being like an intro to like Argento and a lot of stuff. But actually, no, it was this one. I actually saw the edited Creepers cut first. So this film actually does have a lot of meaning for me. Anyway, so the nice thing about it is that they're actually both similar. I mean, even the case style, as far as like the outer hard case, obviously different artwork. And obviously with this one, I did go with the original Italian artwork version of the Arrow release. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time Synapse has actually ever done a case like this. That is basically just like the Arrow case. I hope they do more, because this is honestly, like, it was, if you're doing a deluxe edition, like Arrow for me, I think really kind of nails that sort of, you know, the deluxe version, but as far as like the outer box and everything. So let's take a look actually at the Synapse one real quick. Obviously we got the outer box with their new artwork. I do still have kind of the outer bit, but just real quick, there's the back right there as well. But I'm going to pull all this out in a second. So I did actually flip the inside cover on the Synapse one. It's the original Creepers, which I love this. I would actually love to get a poster of this, but then I'm kind of like, well, yeah, I get it, and then never do anything with it. So I need to be mindful of my poster collecting at this point. Just real quick, here's a close-up shot of it, and just there's a back with obviously just listing the extras. So it does have discs that I need to turn. Okay, so you have 2 discs here for Phenomena. Jeez, I almost said Suspiria. So this one has the sort of, I think, the Italian cut, which is the longest cut, and then this 2 has the international cut, which just isn't as long, as well as the edited down Creepers cut. Now the differences between the 2, so the Italian version is the longest version, but it has a couple bits in the film that were actually never even dubbed in English. So when they go to those bits, they're actually in Italian with English subtitles. And then the international version is the full English language version, so it just doesn't have those little extra bits of the Italian. And then obviously the Creepers cut, which is horribly edited. I think it's like a half an hour or less, you know, kind of thing. But that's also the one I grew up on, so I do have an affinity for it. And it does come with the fold-out poster, which again is very much like the Arrow releases, like same, you know, very, very nice. And I have to admit, because it's me and do have affinity for it, I do love that it is the Creepers poster on one side and this like Japanese poster on the other, which I have to admit is actually a very, very cool image. I'm actually surprised they didn't use on the reverse, that they didn't do their new artwork for it, but and it also comes with a fantastic booklet here with all kinds of information. I'll check whether or not it's identical to the Arrow one or if it's their own. But either way, just a great release. And again, this is the Synapse one, so this is the US only. And then I'll get to the Arrow one, which again is UK only, which obviously is right here. Here's the outer box. And again, this is the version with the original Italian poster artwork, which I absolutely love. And there's the... pull that down. Just very simple back there. Pull this out. And again, it has a poster, which I'll get to in one moment, as well as the booklet. This booklet feels a lot thicker, although it looks almost the same. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's about the same. And just real quick, here's the inside, and there's the front, and there's the back with all the info on it. And open this up. So same thing, disc 1 obviously has the Italian cut, and then disc 2 here has the international cut as well as the Creepers cut. And actually one thing I did forget in the Synapse one, so I'll go back to that in a second, is actually it does come with these like lobby card reproductions. So I'll just go through them real quick. There's 1, and there's 2, and there's 3, and there's 4, and 5, and 6. That's actually a nice one. And 7. Am I repeating these? I forget which one was the first one. Did I show this one yet? I really should pay attention. Maybe we'll go through. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, so I repeated it. I'm sorry. There's not that many. I mean, well, 6 is enough. And I'll do the poster real quick, and then I'll go back to... So the poster for the Arrow one, which is awesome, has the Italian poster here, which again, I absolutely love this poster. I do actually have an Italian poster of this, and it's huge. It's one of those big, big ones. And then also they also have the Creepers one on the reverse, which I'm very happy about. So let me go back to the, I think it's kind of buried. Yeah, that was the thing. It was buried. Oh, you know what? Oh, actually, I think the ones included in the Synapse set are identical to the ones in the Arrow set. Sorry, I should have checked that earlier. So again, happy to have this. I know it's a little redundant to have the two, because I believe they're almost identical, at least as far as I believe the transfers are. I will confirm that though, because they did work together on that release. That's why they are basically pretty identical releases. And then finally, one that literally just came in today as well, that I'm super happy to, I've been waiting for this forever, as some of you know, and that is indeed the new 4K release of An American Werewolf in London. And there's the front of the case, and there's the back with all the details. So as you can tell, it's like I haven't even opened it yet. So I'm going to open it right now. And I've been waiting for this Arrow release, because it's like the Arrow Blu-ray transfer was still the best the film has ever looked. Now I have the was it the Turbine 4K release of it, and that and the video on that is not very good. I think it's like an older like Universal master that they used, and it's kind of dark, it's kind of muted. It's like it doesn't look, honestly, the Blu-ray that Arrow put out looked actually a lot better. But that was a fun box set because it came with a bunch of extras and stuff. But finally, the transfer that I love is now actually in 4K. So let's just pull this out and let's see. Can I reverse this? Yep. So I'm going to reverse the inside slip because I have to. Mainly because, actually I do like their artwork, but actually because it does have the original poster there. So now that I flipped it, there's the original poster cover, and there's the back with nothing, just a bunch of details. And let's open this up. Here is the, let's turn that around. Actually, let me just check the disc real quick too, since I'm not opening it. Yep, looks good. Anyway, so all right, so here's the 4K disc. Which I believe, I think it's pretty much identical to their Blu-ray release. Does it even have anything new? I can't remember if it has anything actually new added to it or not, or if it's literally just the same thing, just in 4K. But obviously it does have these, again, lobby card reproductions, right, which I can't remember. I think these were also in their Blu-ray release, but there's one, there's two, there's the next one, and next one, and next one, and next one, and we're back to the start. Okay, I got that one right that time. Not flipping through them like twice like I almost did with Phenomena. Okay, and then here's the book, booklet that comes with it, which, again, not sure if this is just... a little careful what I show. There, there's actually transformation scene. I'll double check whether or not this is identical to the one that came with the Blu-ray or not. And then finally, poster, which I believe has... yeah, it has their new artwork here, which hopefully you can see that okay. I'll lean back so you can get it in focus. And then this poster, which I think was a teaser poster, I believe, for it. Kind of wish it had the one sheet, but that's okay. Honestly, I really just wanted this in 4K. I mean, I think some of you might even remember when I actually reviewed Blu-ray when it came out, where I was just like, man, I love it, but man, I wish it was a 4K release, because the transfer on it was like that good. And it was like, I really wanted to see that transfer in its full like 4K glory. And now I can finally do that. So happy to finally have this. I'm really happy that they did go ahead. Looking forward to also RoboCop. I think that's coming out next month or something. So I'm glad some of these are getting revisited. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, now one thing actually I am going to do. I did actually get this in not too long ago. But I am thinking it's probably going to be a different, like separated video, because I know because I think majority of you are much more interested in movies and horror films and stuff. And the thing is, like, for me, like, my two, like, movies are my main thing. Under the movie sort of banner as far as interests go, it's like, I love movies of all kinds, but I have a very strong love of horror films, as you guys know. But I also love Star Wars as well. Like, Star Wars and horror films are actually like the two things that I grew up on that were like my main things that I absolutely loved. So now some of you don't have as much of an interest in Star Wars, so I'm actually going to do that separately. I've been getting back into collecting some Star Wars stuff, and I did actually get in recently the HasLab Razor Crest that I'm excited about, because I'm going to eventually do a whole Star Wars kind of setup, which I will explain in another video. It's not going to be in this room. This room's full enough as it is, especially once I get everything done. It's actually going to be in a completely different room. But I know some of you are also kind of diehard Star Wars fans as well. So, but I figured, you know what? I'll separate those into their own videos. But I did want to mention I did get the Razor Crest in not too long ago. But aside from that, this is it for this pickups video. I think that might be it for a little bit. Of course, every time I say that, actually, no, I take that back. I think my Vinegar Syndrome order just shipped. So once that comes in, obviously I'll do a video on those. But that is it for this pickups video. So definitely let me know your thoughts. Definitely let me know if you've picked up any of these or if you picked up anything else recently as well. Always like knowing what you guys get. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.